So I'm sitting here at this park. Right around when COVID started, I wanted to go to a park. Or my aunt, right when I was going through a hard time over COVID and trying to find a home, my Aunt Kathy, I was talking to her and I was at a park and it was like I was seeing my childhood. Like it was like I was seeing a movie in front of my eyes of when I was a kid. And I always wanted to be the ballerina or the princess for my dad, I guess, like every girl does. And I'm sitting at the park again and I'm like, it's like the same movie's playing out in front of my mind, but this time, the other time I was here, it was like a sad movie. There was two little girls at this park and there was no parents around that I saw anywhere close, and there's some scary people around, and the one dad that was here, he looked kind of angry like my dad used to be when I was little, before my dad found healing. And I've struggled with feeling good enough, and so I guess the movie I'm seeing now is this guy, and he's on like a 4-week, and for me, there was a little girl running around just a while ago in the middle of the field with this like ballerina looking dress, and before my dad got angry, I always felt like I was the best in my dad's eyes, and I know I am still, but after he got angry, it was like I was this little boy and maybe I was trying to prove. Okay, there goes a guy with ice cream. That, don't know what that has to do with the movie, but anyhow. And it's almost like I had to prove to my dad that I'm good enough. And even though I know I'm good enough because it's such a deeply rooted fear, but before like pain came into my life, I was just like that little girl that was just there a little while ago. I think she's up on the rocks there now with her friends, and I was just like her. I was happy and I was the most excited little girl. And like going back to my inner childhood, it was like I'm the most excited little girl. And now I see the kids playing and I was thinking, like, why do I come here? Like, why, when I follow my intuition or my heart, does it always somehow come to this park that I had this memory with my Aunt Kathy, talking to her in Messenger? And I was just thinking it was because it was at parks that I was always like the happiest when I was a kid. I wasn't gonna cry, but I was surrounded by, I don't like to be emotional, but for some reason this really means a lot. I mean, it's so, just dealing with my past right now, a lot of these memories are really deeply rooted, and it's like I've buried them all these years. And I guess just when I'm at the park is because it was always when I was at the park when I was a little kid that I was the happiest, because my dad wasn't angry, and like him and his siblings who grew up in alcoholic home life, like they were happy and they were getting along. But anyhow, and there's the girl with the princess dress. I don't know if I can pull the movie. She's running right there. She's so cute. But anyhow, that's a happy ending I want to my story. I want to be that 5-year-old again and not care what anyone thinks, and I want to be the princess to my dad. And I want to know that my parents are close by and they're happy and they're not angry and they found healing. Anyhow, so that's my ballerina princess story from my past. And in February, when COVID started, it was kind of a sad story. It was like I saw children by themselves without parents around and scary men around. And in today's world, I was like, but then here I am, and like there's parents around and they're happy and the kids are happy and they're having fun. And the little girl in the red and blue dress over there, I guess I picture me when I was her age before pain entered my life, and now I have a lot of healing to do, and I've like forgiven my dad, or I'm in the process, and I know I'm the best in my dad's eyes, but sometimes it's hard to believe that because of the years he was angry with me, that I understand he was stressed from his home life, but anyhow, I guess that's kind of what I also would see heaven to be like. Like, my cousin Ian passed away in a car accident a year and a half ago, and he loved kids. And I can just picture he's in heaven right now holding all the kids who were aborted or just babies. And I'm so happy that he can be in heaven, and I guess that's just a picture of what I would think of in heaven, where just kids running around. And I guess that's what we all really long to be, and then sometimes heaven comes into our life. But anyhow, that's my ballerina story. So I don't know what happy movies or sad are playing out in your life from memories from when you were young, but this goes all the way back to when I was 5 or even younger, and I picture myself like that girl. She's probably not 5 yet, and I don't remember my dad being angry when I was that young, kind of before pain came into my life. And I just want to go back to the 2-year-old again, except I want to be 29 and I want to find healing and be the ballerina princess that I was, and I don't have to prove to anyone that I am, because I always was. It was just because my dad was going through a hard time, and I've forgiven him for that. Thanks.